shodo-x!
Hey guys, welcome to the 27th episode of the Soda Pop Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Josh?
The hype increases as the blog is updated.
Yeah, that's about right.
There
it's
you go.
Malunis.
I like
I'm
it.
too
Where's my
tired.
pre-orders?
Yeah, I'm too tired to do most bits, but yeah, this... Even though we didn't get much new figure news, No, we kind of did. We didn't get too much, 0-1 figure news that we expected. We got a bunch of stuff that, really hyped me up. That surface level, I'm pretty sure people glossing over the news and, glancing at us are not going to be excited about.
Well,
But-
yeah, because usually I, gloss through it at first, you know?
Yeah.
But I agree, if you really read into it, there was a pretty exciting amount of stuff tonight.
So today, we're going to dive in to, the news, as usual. And we actually have a tiny little bit of Ryusoulger news, so we can...
Yeah, I figured we'd
mention
start with that.
Yeah, we'll mention that real quick. And then also, just if we have time, maybe we'll talk about Ride 10. But I also got Ride 11 in the mail that I have to sticker up, so...
So you're
whatever.
done with the retail Geo sets.
Yeah, I am.
For all the
I
Geo
am
sets.
actually 100. I feel like I'm 100% complete. There's nothing else I need to buy.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a good feeling.
Bodies included. I think
I forget.
I'm done.
Did you ever get the Kai Soto set?
Shoot. Never mind.
You've got
Thanks,
all
Josh.
you've got all the numbered sets.
That's true. That is correct, sir.
I'm sorry to ruin it.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. You always do. Another one did end up on Mandarake at some point, and it was more than I wanted to pay for it, so I didn't buy it, and it went away. I don't know if that's the premium Bandai sets that went out, and that was it.
Didn't you? I was about to... Oh, you were letting people know about the set being out, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Because I was about to say...
Set.
Because I was about to say, don't you already have the Another Riders?
No. I meant another one, another Kai Soto went up.
Oh.
See, that's what happens when they name it another one. It gets really confusing.
That's true. And then I also did the another one because I was making the another one joke. But then I guess it didn't land. Guys, you know what also doesn't land? A jump to the skies. Because that one turns into a rider kick.
No, it turns into that picture that they had on 01's blog where he was split into 5 different pieces.
Yeah! And also a picture of his butt. But let's not forget the Ryusoulger news. Josh, since you found it for us, why don't you go ahead and tell us about that
First,
real
I think
quick.
Malunis was trying to say something.
Oh.
I was going to make a really terrible transition, but I forgot we had Ryusoulger news. Take it away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, a couple of days ago, a listing popped up for a third set of Ryusoulger figures. They are going to be coming out. The website that the listing was found for said February 2020, but then HLJ says November 2019, so I'm assuming the November one is probably more accurate. So this is a set. Apparently, it's going to be a box of 12 like usual, but there won't actually be 12 unique figures in it. All we know about so far is that there was a very blurry image on the page that revealed the listing that showed off that it's going to have a Ryusoul Red in it again, as well as whatever the grunts, foot soldier names are, whatever those are called. They will be in there as well, and probably be one per box because that's what you want to do with army builders. But yeah, that's all we know about. So guess it's probably worth a guess that they'll have the other armors and maybe Max Ryusoul Red and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ryusoulger at this point. The main thing I get, this is so weird to say, the main thing I'm excited for is to actually get candy and a candy toy. It's like I can buy as many of these.
That's your incentive for the Ryusoulger?
But like, huh?
That's your only incentive for the Ryusoulger figures?
If I'm honest, like, they don't provide... You know what? I have them mostly in storage just because of space. So I haven't gotten a chance to, like, really sit down and play with them as much as I have my Shodo collection. So that might be
Soldier, pick up the slack.
Hey, they are. They're picking up the actual candy toy part of the candy toy. Wait, they're picking up the candy part of the candy toy slack. Because no other line that I'm collecting is doing the candy. Like, even Anima Gear is doing just gum.
You know, I have this little container over here of a bunch of candy that came with the candy toy ride watches, and I don't eat the candy, so I'll just look at it.
What's wrong with you?
I'll just set it aside and be like, Corey probably wants this.
Do you hold on? Do you just not like them?
I'm not a fan.
Oh my god, you can die in a hole somewhere.
Whoa.
Josh, I have a new idea
horrible.
for a video on the channel.
Yes.
Film yourself just dropping them into the toilet.
I swear to you. And then like taking them out of the toilet, laughing maniacally like JDF, and then eating them. As you do when you're JDF, toilet cookies and all.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
And then put them next to some empty boxes in a box.
Yeah, do it! always the best way to pack things. Gotta
Absolutely.
say.
Yeah.
The best way to pack things is to make sure you have less room for the figures you're actually trying to protect. Hey guys, we did 01 this week, and like I said,
well, we're actually technically starting with build.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So that was surprising.
So my dumb joke before was a jump to the sky, or you were saying a jump to the sky, whatever, doesn't land. I was saying, speaking of things that don't land, Greece Perfect Kingdom's color scheme.
I disagree with you. I like McDonald's, and I'm a fan of these colors and the golden arches. So you can go ahead and not do that with it. I like McDonald's. This is good.
I can respect
Corey
that.
really needs some sleep, guys.
I like McDonald's. Hashtag not sponsored, but please sponsor us, McDonald's.
I was about to make the completionist joke. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag could be sponsored.
Could be.
You're right.
Yeah. Could
Greece
definitely not be.
So we have no idea how this guy's going to be released.
Yeah, but I
have a theory.
Yes. I saw it on Twitter, and it's a good one. I hate you.
You brought it up first.
I did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you mentioned it during the streets last night.
Ooh.
That's true, but it wasn't.
Josh.
It didn't feel. Hold on. It didn't feel as concrete when you put the pieces together.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'll say it.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually.
Okay. So the blog post started off with the a picture. I mean, I was surprised that it just like had it right at the beginning, like, you know.
Yeah.
There it is.
Today was when they did the theatrical screening for the movie.
Okay. I figured there was some kind of reasoning for it. Some kind of tie-in or something. So Greece Perfect Kingdom was shown off. I did not notice until Corey pointed it out that he's holding the dog tags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In two different ways, so I'm guessing that's like a little thing on a peg.
Yeah, I had not noticed that at all. So I was just too focused on, oh look, it's Perfect Kingdom. I didn't look at his hands.
Yeah.
So that looks cool. I mean, it looks perfect. I mean, it looks perfect Kingdom.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Uh-huh. Now I have no like exact proof, but based on how the picture is with like that gray background, I know like that's what they used for like Eternal and Gold Extreme Double and everything like that. It's certainly possible this could be a premium figure, especially since they didn't talk about where it's coming from.
Yeah, for context, they basically just said, we will reveal how this will be released another time.
Right. They did say something about don't miss it after next week, so I'm guessing maybe next weekend? I'm not sure.
Well, like, they did the same thing with Eternal. So something tells me that they are going to do something like that. And on top of that, like, if they're doing, which God forbid this actually happens, but since Shodo Chronicle Double is happening 1 month after the other, what if it's like a monthly string of Shodo
premium Bandai stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That sounds right.
Yeah, yeah.
I just also realized that I don't know if this is trying to point out onto something, but when it says when it's talking about the Grease figure briefly, underneath like the 01 Riser like logo that they talk about the blog that being called that, they say Grease the best idea, and it has like gold text and then black text. I'm guessing that the black text could be for the metal build.
Sure.
Possibly, I don't know. I'm just trying.
That sounds plausible.
They're putting it in quotes, so it seems like they're basically speaking for you. It's the best Grease.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, it tastes delicious. Except it doesn't, because it doesn't have actual candy in it.
You're right.
Yeah, circling right back. Yeah, I don't know. We're really hung up on these two images, but they're really nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean they look amazing.
Yeah.
And once Josh brought up the premium Bandai set, something kind of clicked with me. Corey, you see the photo I put in the chat?
Of metal builds of
let
our
me
form.
grab up some dinner in a minute.
Go back up.
What chat? Which?
No, go back. Scroll up.
Scroll up. Oh yeah, that one.
Phantom build, which is just metal build with some alternate forearms and chest armor and a helmet.
And
yeah,
it's
Josh
also
we're talking about it on the streets this week.
The armor is from.
Okay, well, what I was going to say was, to do that, I think they would need to make an entirely new figure of the Hazard body. So I'm thinking that would probably be a little bit more expensive because they have to have the chest armor attached to it.
Well, okay, so I said this on the streets, but like I'm pretty sure Build has the Hazard body has that like little like rectangle cut out of its chest, right? That's a peg hole. And there is a peg hole on the back. And there's also the regular shoulder armor swap, and you could just make different forearms. I don't think it's a big change up, honestly. Well,
the thing is, Shodo doesn't really do the forearm swapping. They would more likely do that with swappable hands. So,
well, no, I don't mean. I just meant on the production side that they'd make new arm molds and swap them in instead of that. Like we wouldn't.
Like they wouldn't have to do a whole new figure. They could just do an arm mold.
Yeah, most of it is here. Honestly.
I mean, it's possible. I know that the armor that he has here comes from. I forget the name of it. I'm guessing it's something Phantom because of the fact that the form is called Phantom Build. But the like other villain of the Grease v Cinema, like that robot thing, that's where this armor comes from.
Possibly, it definitely has the same colors.
Yeah. So maybe they would release that robot villain in like the set as well, just for the heck of it. I don't know, but
I don't know. My biggest concern here are the like really tiny battleship cannons coming off of this thing. Like, I don't know how well that's going to translate into Shodo, So
PVC.
Maybe I don't even see PVC with this.
Like, also, this is what I was referring to with the chest armor. Like I just shared a photo of how the Shodo figure splits in half.
Yeah.
What I was saying is, I think they would need to make an entirely new figure just to have attachable armor on the chest.
But what I was saying was that that little chest square, or not square, that little rectangle that you cut out of it on the A side, you could definitely just swap in it. You could use that peg, especially if it's anchored by an actual like chest armor that they put on top of it instead of building a whole new like chest mold.
Maybe like a cross-Z sort of style attachment.
Possibly, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's a back peg, and there's obviously that front peg, so I think they could, like, the engineering is there, but it could go either way. Like, we could just see a whole new chest.
Right, well...
And that's it.
The whole point of me just pointing that out was to say, if they had to do that much work, that would be a little bit expensive for a show that's now like a couple years back. So I think maybe that would actually lend credence to the idea of a premium Bandai set.
Yeah, and I said this on the streets, and Josh sort of soft confirmed it with his observation of the gray background, but I never saw this I only now recently see this as a premium set, and that's really the only way this is going to go down.
I mean, it's just kind of, yeah, I mean, because there's not anything in the past that, like, shows them doing a Shodo series from 2 years ago in the current line.
My question is, are we getting the new stand or the old stand?
That's a good question.
My money is on the new stand, just because they gave the new stand to... Did they? Hold on. No, it has to be the old stand. Because
we can get into why the display stand is such a talking point when we get to it.
That's true. Well, no, I just want to say, I think I retract my statement. I think it's going to be the old stand, because otherwise you won't have the leg peg that only build riders had.
And then alternatively, well, I guess they don't have to for this one, but I was going to say, a couple of the build figures in Zeo had the Zeo display stand, but then I realized, that's probably because of the little accessory they come with. So never mind.
Yeah. But alright, cool. Let's jump to the skies and something about the news. Guys,
yeah, you definitely
super serious points.
Look, legs wider. Guys, we saw this coming in another one. I mean, obviously,
I totally did. I mean, like, when I got when I had my
Josh here coming in with predictions.
When I had my another one and I saw the X8's legs could like split more than the other Geo figures, I was like, they're gonna have that in 01's line.
Also, I'm glad that, like, low key, the entire, like, front half of this news is all 01 doing yoga.
It really is.
Yeah.
And
it's so good.
That is kind of an interesting thing for them to carry over from another one,
right?
It's because I was saying that maybe they'll carry over the completely closed fist from another one, because that was the thing they were trying out, and just so happens this was also something they were trying out.
I have a theory about that, but we'll get to it later.
I have a theory about something different, but I'll get to it later.
A Shodo theory.
But also, guys, like, I gotta say, when I was waiting for the blog update to happen, I was really thinking, oh, this week we'll see Vulcan or maybe a Flying Falcon. But no, we just got Grease and Yoga.
Greasy Yoga.
Hey, no, don't forget the very last bit, which was pretty big.
More things we already knew about that just have a name?
Okay, fine. I guess you're right.
So yoga.
Yeah, yoga. So they carved out portions of the thigh armor and the thighs, in order to make the knee bend a lot deeper.
I mean, honestly,
great.
I never I never realized that the older figures couldn't pose as much, I guess.
I feel like Soto's changes are like incremental in that like each year it slowly gets better. So when you get when you compare your 0-1, your eventual 0-1 to what's his face? X8, it's like it's gonna be night and day. Like I feel like it's already like that with
I think it is
to
too.
build to Geo.
At this point, I was thinking my bucket list for Soto is to get the Dai Soto X8 set and just have a bunch of forearms from the Decade Armor X8 form so I can have swappable hands on all of them.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a custom you can do now.
That
You're right.
is I mean, if you really want to paint it, if you're really dead set on painting it.
Oh, I am.
Wow, okay. But like, how is it gonna hold, Malunis?
I don't think about that.
Oh man, come on, man! You gotta make sure your hands hold the paint.
Speaking of holding things,
the body doesn't, because the limbs fall off easy. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, let's go. Let's move past the joke I was trying to make. He has new thigh swivels.
Yeah. What?
Sort of.
I thought the connection was just like you can unseat it, unlike Geo, where I think I have a feeling it's on a mushroom peg, if not like a really stiff peg.
I think that I tried it on one of the episodes, and I was just like, well, I'm going to stop doing this because this is way too tight.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember it, but I can definitely see that outcome being scary.
You're just like, let me try this. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, and they did want to note here that this limb breakability thing, it's only really a 0-1 thing, and it doesn't happen on any of the other riders in 0-1.
Oh, okay.
Just this base body.
Because
don't say when I come up with a revelation, because you're the one that knows more about Japanese than I do.
Wait,
what I was going to say
they talking about like the figure breaking easily? Is that what they mean?
What?
I don't know what they mean by break.
0-1.
Because I saw you reporting it on Twitter. I was gonna just kind of jump in and say, just so you know, they also mentioned that this is kind of like build.
Just the leg. The arms never did that.
Because the one thigh on build would pop off.
I know, but like they said it in the post, and I'm like, okay, technically,
start your
fine. Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Everything just went silent, and I thought I died. That's just the time that we're living in. I'm leaving it in. Also, last week, I'm pretty sure I clearly said that I was going to get rid of a part of an episode because one of us really lagged out, and I absolutely did not. So that's in there.
Cool.
It's in there for you to enjoy. I haven't listened back to it myself. I'm sure it's a horrible time. So, yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, I like those kind of mistakes. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like my favorite, I don't know if you guys follow Jacksepticeye.
Oh, yeah.
I do not.
On his Undertale Let's Play, I remember he at one point says, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then he gets up and he's just like off camera for over a minute. Whoops. He's just sitting on the pause screen for about a minute, then he just comes back and acts like nothing happened.
That's great.
Anyway, speaking of... No, I'm not going to do that.
Cool.
He can bend his legs. Farther. I guess.
Yeah. Yoga!
I mean, this whole segment about all the articulation is great, but like, okay.
So, it's kind of interesting how they had all this stuff here because, last episode they said about the articulation, we can only expand it ever so slightly. More on that later. And all of this is ever so slightly.
It is.
You're right.
And I ever so much enjoy it.
I thought they were trying to make a clever sort of twist on the display stand because they said next time we'll talk about display stands and the slight increase of mobility.
I mean, that one was way more than slight, but we'll get to that. Hey,
we're just gonna slightly redesign the entire thing.
Yo, apparently, like the rest of this news is like. It's like playing with kid gloves because they sort of made Shodo easier to handle, which I'm all for. But, like, just some of the additions are a little weird to me. Like, this next point is like, hey, shoulder armor. It's easier now. We carved out millimeters of the shoulder. And
I appreciate that.
I very much appreciate that.
I don't know. I don't find it difficult at all, but I guess
especially
most of the time it's fine.
I mean, especially with the Another Rider set, which I know is like a special case because like they're their own molds, but those shoulder pads on like Another Gaim and everything like that were just such a pain.
Yeah. Okay, that one, those were definitely different. Those were distinct from the. That's not indicative of the rest.
When it's shoulder armor like 01's here, that's easier to do. When it's something that's a little bit more distinctly shaped where you kind of have to feel out the divots.
Yeah.
That's a pain.
You know what? Then again, to what you were saying, that 01 is easier, I feel like it might be smaller, and that might make it difficult. In a way. I don't know. Also, next up, man, I love this. I love this so much.
Yes, several things. First thing, the display stand now has peg holes for hands, but specifically they said these are additional peg holes because they said we're factoring in the possibility of adding more hands, which I thought was interesting wording.
Yeah, and do note they still didn't give us that standard layout for what's going to be coming in. Didn't they? They might have. The layout of what's actually going to be coming in each box. They didn't give the official one, but I remember a post. Oh yeah, they showed us the picture of the boxes where they prominently displayed. Ah, dang it! Oh, they covered up. They covered up the one I was curious about. Dang.
Well,
okay.
We'll get to that.
We will. I know. I was just wondering.
I think that's what I had a theory on.
No, so I was theory crafting.
The other thing that they added was the ability to hook up a bunch of display stands, which is cool because that's kind of something that I do with these when I have multiple on display.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a really neat idea.
Yeah, mine are all doing that right now, just without a solid connection. What's up? I don't know if they said anything about it, but what is up with that hole? Like, there are like 6 holes here, but it's the one like adjacent to, like, horizontally constrained to the peg hole for the foot.
Like the extra hole there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's possible that that's added there for some future purpose because, there was something in there where they said, they were talking about the fact that the thighs can pop off. They basically said, this is for something that's going to be introduced later in the line.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing just like a special form that requires alternate legs or something.
Right. So, and just note that they believe people are smart enough to put the right side and the left side on the correct sides of this display base. Just note that for later.
I mean,
for now. No, not now. Not now yet. Because, guys, turns out the easy sticker just got easier.
By 2 millimeters.
Yeah, a larger surface area for the name sticker. Whoop-de-frickin' do.
Specifically, I think they specifically pointed out some of these names are going to get a little bit big.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
That makes sense.
Because I'm guessing it's going to be a thing where they're going to have like 3 rows of text.
I definitely want them to have Kamen Rider 01, Rising Hopper, a jump to the sky turns into a rider kick.
Oh, that's going to have to be a variant sticker, so you have to choose.
That would be hilarious.
Shut up. Never. I wish I said nothing.
Well, you didn't. You said something.
You right. Hey, look. Display stand. New. Different. Armature.
Square holes.
You like holes?
Square holes.
You like round holes? None of that. It's square. But wait, also some of that, because the rest of them are
I prefer trapezoid holes.
Huh?
If I may.
I prefer trapezoid holes.
Trapezoid?
That'll be next time.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my defense, I do frequently have trouble, like, finding out which of these two holes does this hand go into, because they're different peg sizes.
Really?
I mean, yeah, but also they're a tight fit, so sometimes it's like, oh, is that not the right one? Don't take it out of context.
Okay, look, that's fair. It's just that, like, the way I see it, it just always looks like, if you have just the open hands there, it's always supposed to look like the hands are clapping, and you put them in that way, like with the right one on top.
Yeah.
It's always.
I think you have more experience actually making use of those than I do, is the thing.
Oh, really?
I don't use them that much because I just keep things in bags.
I can't. I absolutely can't. Like, the thing is, I definitely have a place for it. I don't want to dig through all my stuff and, like, archive them again, especially after I did that before I moved. So, yeah.
That's valid.
But yeah, it comes with little R&Ls on the inside, like, inscribed. So, just, if you're confused, that's where it goes.
And they also said, maybe it's easier if you think of the R1 as Philip. As in, from double.
Yeah.
Right.
And then fill up that hole with your soda peg. Cool. Hey, the head moves good. A lot.
You can actually have him stand directly up, which is actually kind of a cool thing, because I've done a couple pictures where I've had a figure kind of standing on top like that, and they always have to be at kind of an angle.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's really a small thing to note, but in terms of posing, it really helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it goes way past 180, which blows my mind.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Hey. Package. Big place to show what you got in them.
That's actually a nice thing to see, because I can imagine if I needed someone, I didn't have to do this, but if I knew someone in Japan who could, like, set me up with some soda, I've noticed, the packaging maybe doesn't make it clear what's in the box clear enough.
Yeah, for real. Like, I actually had that happen where...
Oh.
Yeah, I was asking, hey, if at all, if you find yourself in possibly, like, a market or something, check the candy toy area and, like, see if you can find a Waz, because I needed the body, and he found the armors, and I was like, that's not it, but thanks for trying, and then I just left it at that. Because I didn't want to pry, and also I didn't know the dude too well, but that's besides the point. Either way, I'm kind of glad that this is a thing. Also note, no hands come in this armor set. And this number 2 set, this is not the number 1 set with a body. This 2 set, no hands, and what else was I saying? That's all I was saying. No hands. Why did I sound like I was gonna say more? Did I forget a point that I had? Probably that. I'm tired.
Were you gonna say that they didn't include any extra pairs of hands more than usual?
No. What? I'm just saying that since we didn't see the the number 1, this is the number 2 of the 1 and 2 halves.
It's the rising hopper armor.
What?
Yeah, the number 2 is the rising hopper armor.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, number 2 rising hopper armor. The number 1, that's just gonna be the base body.
Yeah.
And that one's gonna come with the hands. Yep. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't looked at that yet. And the stand comes with a spot for 3 sets of hands. I'm thinking we get in 3. No, wait.
Well,
3 sets of hands on the base, and then the body still has.
I think you missed what I said earlier.
Yeah, I'm so lost.
I didn't hear what you said.
They basically said, we added extra peg holes if in the future there are more sets of hands.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm just going back to my original theory. Because I want more stuff. And look, like, they said that 01, this initial 01, is gonna be, like, really...
extra special.
Yeah, really extra special. So, what if they did? Like, that would be nice.
I mean, they
good
totally
stuff.
Could, I guess.
Okay, fine. Just don't believe me. Guys, look at that. The inside of the package. We're getting news about the inside of a box. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Yes.
They got rid of the, and I really like the way I said it in the post. I said, "Oh, thank goodness. They're doing away with the how to assemble your already pre-assembled figure portions of the instructions and giving you more room for sticker instructions." So, yeah, that, like, it's weird. I did not realize how inefficient, I guess, the Shodo experience has been up until they improve it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the head, that extra head. I just thought that was a given, and we'd always just sort of have that.
I always thought it was dumb.
Yeah, like, oh, what a waste, but, like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna complain about it? Like, it's just a thing that I have now. But it makes sense. And this makes sense. Like, I never understood why they had to show us how the parts were constructed. Like, we were ever gonna rip this apart, or it came apart this way. Like, who are these instructions for? The people in China putting these together?
Lego don't do that.
Lego don't do that.
Lego don't.
Wait, my inflection was incorrect. Never mind. Guys. Hi. My favorite part of the blog post is happening.
Oh, yeah. Just wait for the next 20 minutes as he celebrates this.
It is a complete success.
Well,
Huh?
missing the first part of that good news, which is that the store box sets are actually going to have an even amount of armor and bodies.
Oh, yeah. That. I mean, like, that all sort of folded into each other. But, yeah. And for now, like, looking at the box, for whatever reason, like, it's showing 4 boxes of the Rising Hopper armor.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Like, is AI's first wave just gonna be 01? Oh, hold on. Or is this the... No, what I'm about to say isn't gonna make sense. I was gonna say, is this what the people who are ordering it, or who are entering the Japanese contest early, going to get? But why in all hell would they get 4 01s?
It also says AI01 on the box.
Yeah. Stop. No, that can't be it. That's not okay.
That's ridiculous if that's the case.
Wait another week.
I know, I will. But what is the point of showing us like this? Is it because they don't want to show us what's in box 1 just yet?
I mean,
and they put those in there as placeholders?
Okay. So I'm confused.
Maybe.
So I know what you're about to talk about, how they're gonna have enough bodies for all the armors this time.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Are we getting 3 different ways to buy AI1? Like, is one a box where you just get one of everything like they did in Geo? And Build, I think.
No, that's the set.
Oh, that's what I always mix it up. Like, are we getting a set and then like a complete set that is like multiples of things but only multiples that you need to like have every figure get its own thing? No, and then our typical box that's like just a random assortment of stuff.
So here's how I sort of saw it. The box, like, sure, it's gonna come with your standard extras, but you're gonna be getting a complete experience like within there.
Like, you'll need every extra that you get.
Yeah, and like each you're not gonna have a surplus of armors. They made that extremely clear. They said it twice.
Complete set.
Yes, and then they renamed the set to complete set. So you're not getting it's not a third division. It's a renaming of the old thing.
It's a proclamation, as far as I can tell.
Yes. True set box.
And
so okay.
We generally don't swear here, but Shodo is really just kicking ass right now.
Yeah.
They really are.
Specifically Zeos.
Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. I do want to note this. Just because I'm really excited that the no spare body thing is happening doesn't mean that the status quo beforehand was okay, because they are still the same people that gave us like an inordinate amount of armors to bodies. Like, they were the ones that screwed up the ratio to begin with, and they're like, guys, guess what? We did exactly what makes sense.
And not only screwed the ratio, but screwed up Gates' armor body to like halfway through, and they're like, oh whoops, we messed up.
Yep.
Now that you said that, I'm also going to say that they included in quotes, as in things that the fans said, even if you buy the set box, you don't have enough bodies for the armor. So basically, they did this because they acknowledged that people didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, that's because they did it wrong the whole time, and it's their fault. Anyway.
Basically, I'm saying that you're getting angry at them, but they're actually doing something nice for you.
Hold on. They messed it up in the first place. I appreciate it. I am saying it's a very nice thing, but this should have been the experience beforehand.
Like, I don't know how they... Okay, I understand, but I don't know how they... I think Geo did it just fine, honestly.
What are you talking about?
Okay, because the entire idea of Shodo is that you can have every form... Like, they release the means of giving you every form, and then you're supposed to, like... you're supposed to swap it. If you want the build armor on, you put it on the body, or the exit armor. You don't get to have both unless you buy an extra body.
Look, I understand
they basically...
Oh, go ahead.
And what they're doing now is saying... they didn't specifically say this, but I'm speaking for them when I say that they're basically acknowledging that people want to display everything, so they're giving you the option.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, I understand the intent of what Geo was doing. I understand it. Doesn't mean I liked it. But they had to grapple with the result. Because all over Mandarake, the site is rampant with armors that have no bodies, that have no homes.
Yeah.
And I guess
then the bodies are always getting snatched up because people want them for the armors.
Yeah, and the 1 or 2 Japanese markets that I've actually been to that carry Shodo, all the same thing. Only armors. Like, they gotta know that even though the intent was you buy a body and you swap armors, that's not how people experienced it. That's not how the majority of people bought the stuff. At least for the American audience, I guess, since American audience only buys from Mandarake and the 2 various marketplaces that I went to, but something tells me that's got to be the case elsewhere.
Well, the way that I just think of it as... Sorry to cut you off, Malunis.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, you can say what you're going to say.
I was going to say, well, yeah, they are aware of that. That's why they're doing this.
Yeah. I mean, the way that I just see it is that, like, with what they did with Geo, when they made the decision to give us all 20 ride armors, that they didn't have to because they weren't out in the show. But when they made that decision, they ended up taking so many slots in their line dedicated to releasing armors that releasing enough bodies wasn't in, like, they weren't able to make it work. I mean, they weren't even able to release all the forms. That's why there's going to be 5 Geo figures at least in 01's line.
That's true.
So
I guess
Zero One does not
less
have
forgiving.
Yeah. But like 01 just does not have that many forms. I mean, he has a decent amount, but like not, as many as Geo did, so it makes it a little bit more reasonable for them to actually give you enough bodies this time to be able to display all of them. So
what they're doing is basically just like making it so everyone who has a different collecting style is happy.
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's just, I guess.
Corey's mad though.
No, like I guess the way I'm going to ration.
Do we?
Huh? Hello.
Oh, I can't hear you.
What?
You good, Corey?
Am I?
Okay, there you are.
Oh, cool. Well, I guess the way I'm rationalizing it now is that they're probably too far along in production, and they made that decision as the basis of the line, and that's the only way it was going to get complete. That I guess I'm kind of okay with it, and I just have to live with the result of having tons and tons of extras.
I mean, it's just like they made it so that last year with Geo, they made it so that it was difficult, but it wasn't impossible to do it. And you did it, right? You're done. So
I am, but at a great expense.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, hey, pegs, let's talk about them. Hole sizes. Sizes of holes. Malunis?
Do what? Oh, hold on.
Oh, let's talk about holes. And pegs that go inside them.
Sure.
That means you do it.
He keeps...
Oh, sorry. I'm lagging out here because I was trying to download something.
Everyone's just cutting out, so...
Bad timing. Anyway,
yeah.
Ride Plus exists. Wait, are we talking about this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ride Plus exists, and hey, guess what? Decade's Deca Driver only works on some figures.
Mm-hmm. But guess who it works on now?
01. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't really seem to acknowledge, sorry that we couldn't actually make this fit on Zeo.
Yeah, but also, like, just shave the peg down yourself, make it happen.
Well, no, what you have to do is thicken the peg.
Oh, whatever one. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm also glad they acknowledged that Bill does it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, that got me super stoked. Don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Zeo might actually be an outlier, maybe also double. Yeah, double too. I don't know about Deno. I would assume they would have made Deno compatible. You've got all these, so you could tell us.
I do, but some of them are packed away in places that I can't reach.
So, never mind.
Yeah, never mind. We'll talk about it later.
I was keeping track of...
Oh, wait, what am I talking about? They're on my desk.
What am
I doing? I'm not okay tonight.
You're really not.
Keep talking. I'm going to make this happen.
So, I was keeping track of, like, what duplicates you would need to get for Zeo. And I made the joke on Twitter, I might have to make a list for who's compatible with a Deca Driver.
Yeah, not Deno, turns out.
Oh.
Deno's peg hole is too big. What was the point of that?
It's disappointing that Geo doesn't work since that actually happened in the show.
Yeah.
to me, it seems like they probably didn't expect Decade to even be in the show. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I'm not new belt. I don't know. I feel like Tsukasa at the very least. D-End was a maybe, and then they saw the sales for the belt, and they were like, "Oh, we can print money. Let's bring D-End back." I know he wants to come back.
I mean,
great success for us.
Due to the fact that they had to end up doing 3 waves of the Deca Driver because they kept selling out.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they showed this photo on the blog, it's 01 with the Neo Deca Driver. I was genuinely just like reading through the text, like, are they including a new one for Zeo? And they just happen to be including it with 01? Nope.
Chuck Testa. Yeah. That sucks.
Probably thought this was a new accessory. No.
Just Chuck Testa with an unrealistic expectation of what Soto would be able to do. I guess.
Unrealistic, come on.
Yeah, I know. Well, like, something tells me that the material that Deno used on his belt may have led to a larger peg, which then would have led to a larger peg hole. But I'm not 100% sure. Geo, however, I don't know that it has an excuse.
Well, what's Deno's belt made of?
It's
plastic.
Made of, like, you know how basically everything is made out of black plastic, barring a few items in Soto? I feel like, well, it's gray. It's gray plastic. And it looks like, and I don't want to, like, mess with it too much. Oh, wait, maybe it is dense ABS instead of PVC that I was thinking. But, like, I don't know. Maybe something about the quality of the silver / gray plastic is what made that the case. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't strive to have uniformity across all lines if there wasn't a good reason.
All the more reason for them to do a Soto Chronicle Decade. Just have a second run at these.
Straight up, like, I would love them to redo the Final Form Ride figures just so I can have them now. I'd love those. And Final Form Rides of new riders. That would be cool. That's my pipe dream.
I feel like there was something I meant to bring up around this point. Oh, right. Way back when we were talking about the 01 body distribution.
Yeah.
I was looking at the designs for the armors. You seen how the form switches work? Or it's just the way that 01 transforms into his other forms.
Yeah,
just Rising Hopper just like kind of moves off to the side in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at Flying Falcon, and then I was looking at Biting Shark. The shoes also move, and then I'm looking at the Rising Hopper body, and I'm thinking, I wonder if those stickers are kind of supposed to be optional, or if they're going to include alternate feet.
That's a good question.
Because if those are supposed to be stickers, then it would be a little bit unfortunate if they're like, here's alternate stickers for the other forms because we're only making one body.
What if this year they're like, every time they make they reproduce the body, because they are going to give you enough bodies, right? They'll just give you different feet.
I was just about to say, it actually makes a lot of sense just to include those with the armor.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
As in, like, the alternate feet come with the armor.
Would it, though? Because, like, that ups the plastic cost. Because they were saying with 01 currently and the Rising Hopper just base experience, they're losing money on that. And I'm assuming, like, the base body has a lot to do with it. And if they're reprinting the base body, because each body needs an armor, and each armor needs a body, and they're going to give it to us, why not just make modular molds for the feet?
Maybe. Well, also, I was going to say, they also said that Rising Hopper might be an exception with how much paint they're putting into it. So
yeah, but that doesn't take away from the molding that they'd have to do.
But also, to your point, like you said, they keep not showing the box for the body, so maybe they'll save that for when they show off Flying Falcon.
What if the hands are on the same sprue as the feet? And each time they swap out the hand and feet sprue. That could work.
Yeah. But, like, basically, I'm just saying, oh, yeah, you might be onto something when you said that they haven't shown the box for the first one.
I have a feeling something different is coming.
Yeah. And I could have made this transition before. Den-O.
I mean, yeah, I guess we can talk about it. We're almost an hour in. Basically, main points, connection ports are neat, and Sieg has a ball joint wing set, and we got a soft confirmation that the naked Den-O body is the platform that we're gonna be getting.
Which is not okay.
It's not okay.
I was going to say, I looked at the group shot and I was thinking of you and I said, wow, they really are just kind of selling that as the platform, huh?
Yeah.
That's
not
ridiculous,
good.
honestly.
Not good with that. We'll quickly gloss over that part and just say, hey, next week, get excited because we're going to be getting O's! Combo the whatever the name is.
And the Gatakiriba,
combo
Totar, and Sagozos are no longer just black oval silhouettes. Now they're proper silhouettes.
Yes, their ovals have shrunken in on them and become proper silhouettes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Looking
It's O's Combo Change 1. And I'm really hoping, like, someone laid out on Twitter a plausible, like, sort of framework for the body, how it won't split up exactly like the show does, but it'll split up like you pop, like the legs are a separate situation in one box, plus the Gatakiri Ba like pops off of the belly, and the belly and the head are one situation. Does that make sense? Like, it looks like there's a panel on the belly to pop off Gatakiri Ba, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I guess we'll see in a second.
Yeah.
Or a week.
But I'm excited. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm looking at it now. It does say, thank you very much for waiting. We will be able to tell you about the rest of the product details next week.
Yeah. So excited, dude. Yes. So, guys, we're about an hour in. So, and I need a nap. Just gotta be honest with you. I need a whole nap. Did you guys want to have any like overarching discussion about what we sort of had today? How you guys are feeling?
Overall, Grease Perfect Kingdom was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Yoga was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm liking that they are fixing the armor body ratio mistake from last year. And all the Den-O stuff, none of that was really super exciting. It was cool to see a little bit of another Den-O in those pictures. Because I'm looking forward to when that comes out next month. Well, actually, we should be getting a showcase on each of the figures in set 2 probably soon. Now that I'm thinking about it.
That's right.
Or maybe a reveal of a third set, maybe. And but the O's stuff looks cool. Looking forward to next week. I think next week is when we'll finally start kind of getting into more figures, more than like how they.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at the. I like how they're kind of being a little bit more specific about what's coming next. That seems to be a trend with the last one and this one.
Says ever since Aqua, I think they have to be careful.
Yeah, it's like you said. Kashin is now on my criminal record. But yeah, so September 15th, from I guess it specifically says from 01 AI 01 second character sample review.
Oh, thank God. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I really loved the updates that we got, and it was really neat and different to spread them out into 2 pieces because there really was a lot of information.
Yeah.
But I am really interested because, like, since 0-1 is so they repeatedly said that this one is an outlier, I'm excited to see what baseline experience Soto has for us this year, and I feel like we'll get more of that next week.
Yeah, and and Deno Wave 2 is September 9th, so that is just about to come out.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I already paid for mine. Weirdly enough, like I think Ami got it early.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and they sent it out recently. I think, like, I was $5 away from DHL shipping, and I'm like, hold on, I'm broke, and I just got this huge box from Ami, and I feel like I need some.
That's
room
cool.
in
You actually get
breathe.
boxes from Ami.
Yeah. Because, you know, they love me. Yeah. Indeed. Well, actually, no, because none of it actually had candy in it. Anyway, yeah. I guess those were my thoughts for this episode.
And I am tempted to pre-order 0-1 now. After this update.
I'm definitely planning on it whenever it goes up.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as
also, just some... I guess channel upkeep points.
Right, we're on this channel now.
Yeah. Yesterday, hopefully, I put out an episode of the Soda Pop News Breakdown where I basically just talk the news at you in a more short form manner. Less banter because I'm only one person, but like more of a graphics heavy situation so you guys can actually see what's going on and follow along. I'm also gonna be doing my best to do some unboxings of Soto stuff on here because, again, that's all I buy. So look forward to potentially seeing those soon. I've recorded some of it and I'm working on that. Also, as always, make sure to check out our Twitter to get those really instant updates on the Soto news, and then also definitely check out Malunis' translated versions of these posts on the Tokusatsu Network. Always good stuff to read through. Josh also likes Soto.
I do. Well, I mean, you can check out last weekend I started season 3 of my Soto Sunday series.
Yes.
On
his
Toku
bi-weekly series.
That's right. Yeah, it's the 3rd year of it. I had season 1 during Build and season 2 during Geo, so we are
season Wondering.
Yes. And now we are on the 3rd year of it.
Yep. So yeah,
that's how the seasons work. Okay.
Guys, turns out there's tons of Soto stuff all over the internet. I guess only from us 3 though. But basically, you know, hey, if you guys know of any other Soto content creators, which is a very weirdly specific thing to be, and I don't recommend it because there's not a big audience for it, but if you know any, let us know. And we'll let you know that we know. And if we know,
then we'll take their audience.
And you know that I know that we know to keep it juicy.
I know that Corey needs a nap.
I need a whole nap.
Tokusatsu forever.
I was waiting for a Malunis bit.
Anticipate the angle of the dangle. See you next time.
Ew!
Shodo-x!